Hey, Marcus Blankenship here with MarcusBlankenship.com. Today I want to talk to you about something that I hear a lot of complaints about from employees about you, their boss, when you're doing their one-on-one meetings. Okay, so first of all, if you're doing the one-on-one, let me just give you a little applause. That's fantastic. But here's a way you might be screwing it up. If you sit between you and the employee, let's say you sit across from a desk, and your laptop or your computer is right here, does it appear, when an employee sees this, they feel like you're not dialed in? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah? Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. No, I keep going. I like that. Uh-huh. So that's what you did? Sure. Right. So, in short, if you're doing something while you're having your meeting with your employee, then you're not having the employee meeting like you should, okay? And I just think it's so interesting because we imagine that as someone else is talking, we can be over here multitasking. I'll write an email. Oh, maybe you're keeping notes. But the reality is the person who's sitting across from you, all they think is, you're really distracted, so maybe I should come back later. Now, this really hit home for me at one particular time in my career when I sat down to have my one-on-one meeting with my boss. Now, I was 26, he was like 35, and he was very high up in the company, and I was very low down in the company. And as we're having our one-on-one, 30 minutes a week, his phone began to ring. His office phone, old style PBX office phone, sitting behind him. And he turned around, picked it up, put it back down, and we kept talking. And I said, do you need to get that? Who was that? And he says, oh, I don't know. If it's important, they'll call back later. He didn't even acknowledge the person. He just picked it up and put it back down. Essentially, I'm hanging up on you right now. Now, if there had been a hold button or a go to voicemail button, that would have been fine too. He could have turned the ringer off. But to this day, I remember that he thought I was important enough that he was going to talk to me for that 30 minutes. He wasn't not going to let the world intrude on our conversation. That hit me so hard. I felt so loyal and connected to that person who'd given me just the tiniest bit of attention and respect. Like if you're distracted during your one-on-ones with your folks, you're really sending them the signal that you care only in words only, but not in deed. Okay? And here's the other thing. If you do remote one-on-ones and you're watching somebody through Skype, believe me, I spend all day on Skype. I do coaching and other trainings. I know how tempting it is to just check your email. Oh, Slack popped up. Oh, this over here wants my attention. So when you do your one-on-one, here's what I suggest. And it's the only way I can do it. You get a pad of paper and a pen. You remember those things they sell at the store that make marks on paper? Right. And you shut down all the other apps except Skype or Hangout or whatever you're going to use, and you take notes. And it's funny, I actually hold my hand up far enough in front of the camera so the person doesn't just see me down like this, oh, I don't know what they're doing. They see that I'm taking notes. And it's a little weird, but the whole thing is, I want them to know that I care, right? I want them to know that I'm dialed in and I'm paying attention. A lot of times I don't need to take notes because the reality is I'm listening, and that's the number one thing to do. Okay, so this has literally been 5 minutes on the worst mistake you can make when you're doing your one-on-ones. Pay attention to them, actively move away distractions, refuse to answer the phone or Skype or email or Slack, and you're going to tell that person in the most powerful way possible that they're important to you and that you're investing in them. And I guarantee they're going to want to do the same for you. That's what builds loyalty. I'm Marcus at MarcusBlankenship.com. Subscribe to my newsletter, check out some upcoming workshops, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and go out and talk to your people. Take care.